see what I have behind me. Yep, I've got a fertilizer spreader. I'm going to put some fertilizer on wheat today. Well, when I called the fertilizer dealer this morning to verify they had a spreader available, they didn't have any at the moment, but they said we have one coming back in about an hour. We'll call you back when it gets here. I said, okay, that's great. So I told them the mix that I wanted, and they said, oh, we don't have any phosphorus this morning. I said, well, I can do without phosphorus. So I just talked to the salesman in there at the fertilizer place, and phosphorus has been a problem getting that. I hope that's not an indication of things to come this spring. I thought we were done with shortages, but maybe not. You know, in the state of Maryland, phosphorus is almost as evil as gas is in the Biden administration. Maryland has severely limited us with our phosphorus use. And as I told the guy back at the fertilizer place, you know, I thought gas was going to be the first item that the government was going to prevent us from buying, but it looks like it's going to be phosphorus. I asked him what the issue is. He said he wasn't really sure. He said he's got 6 loads of phosphorus on order, and he's been told every day this week, oh, it'll be here today, it'll be here today, and today hasn't got here yet, apparently, because he still hasn't gotten any. He said the closest terminal that had any phosphorus was down in North Carolina, and that's a 6-hour drive one way. So you know what that does to the cost of the phosphorus. If he has to send a truck down there to get it, you know, the trucking cost will be almost as much as the darn fertilizer. So I'm not sure if this is just a local thing, getting phosphorus, or if it's a regional or nationwide thing. I'm going to have to look into this and figure out what's going on. I'm sure it's Trump's fault that we don't have any phosphorus. That's who we're going to blame anyway, is Trump. I'm sure it's his fault, but oh well. So I'll get this spread this morning. I had a load of liquid nitrogen on order. I had ordered that last week while I was in the fertilizer dealer. I asked him where my load of liquid N was, and he said that's supposed to be on its way today, if I haven't already gotten it. Well, I don't think it's down at the farm yet, so I should have that this afternoon. So things are heating up around here, and starting to get cracking. And when I say things are heating up, I don't necessarily mean the temperature, although it is 59 degrees right now. I think today is supposed to be our warmest day this year. It was about 40, 41 degrees this morning. I think it's getting back down into the 30s tonight, only in the 50s tomorrow, and the rest of the week, I believe. So we had a couple of warm days last week, got people moving in the hardware store. We sold quite a bit of mulch last week with those warm days. People are starting to get the bug and want to get outside and do something. But it's, you know, it's still a little early. It's only March, what is today? March 20th, I think it is. So, yeah, you don't need to get too excited yet. We've still got some time to get things moving and start putting stuff in the ground. I just stopped at the hardware store real quick to get my daily deposit, and on my desk was an application and a pack of dark chocolate Oreo cookies. So is the applicant, you know, bribing me to hire them? I don't know. I've never seen that before. We have had a sign on the door for about 3 weeks now, but we just hired somebody. He came in, Monday was his first day. I think he's going to work out okay, so we can take the sign off the door now, and I don't have to take any more applications at the moment. Always subject to change, of course. Okay, do I need my hat? I may need it. Let's jump on here and spread some fertilizer. Hey, this week's not looking too bad. I did not move the auto steer to this tractor, so oh my gosh, I am going to have to do some manual labor today with actual turning. Oh my. I am probably going to leave a few tracks. See where this wheat is a little bit yellow here? It's where the water likes to lay a little bit. I left a few tracks when I turned around there. It wasn't hateful. Let's see how bad this is. Yeah, you can see right there. Okay, I think that's the worst of it. That wasn't too bad. The rest of the field is smooth sailing. Then I've got one other field that might get a little bit iffy, but by the time I get to that field, most of this fertilizer will be out of the spreader, so I'll be a whole lot later. Okay, you can see. Oh, get on the track here, buddy. All right. Apparently, I'm not as good as the robot in keeping a straight line. You can see the yellow part here, so I'm going to miss it this go round. But yep, that's where it likes to stay a little wet. Okay, I think I have found the first one of the season here. Wow, wow, that is a big one there. She's a big one. There should be another one around here somewhere. Wow. All right, I'll be keeping my eyes open. Man, look at the girth on that thing. That's not what she said to me, but that's what I'm saying to this. Good golly. I hope I find that other one, because that is the size that will screw up a tire. Well, they will all screw up a tire, but that one especially. So I'm hoping that I find it. But it is possible that it dropped the other one over there in the trees, because they do run across this field over to there. So it could be over in those trees as well. But I will keep my eyes peeled. I keep seeing what I think are deer antlers, but it's corn stalks. The sun is hitting some of these corn stalks just right, where it looks like it's a deer antler sticking up. So for those that don't know, when a deer drops its antlers, you know, it drops one, and then, you know, its head, I guess, kind of feels lopsided. So it's not going too far before it drops that second antler, just to keep its head from feeling so lopsided and weird. So I'm thinking I'm going to find it going over that way, maybe. I don't know. But see, look at those corn stalks. It kind of looks like a deer antler. I had seen one on the other side of the field, what I thought was a deer antler when I first started in the field. I got up to it because I'm always keeping an eye out, and when I got up close, it was just a corn stalk. So when I saw this one here, I said, it's probably another corn stalk. But no, as I got closer, I realized that's not a corn stalk. That's a huge one. Did I tell you how huge that thing is? So I'm gonna keep looking here. I'll let you know if I find the other one. I'm on the last pass in this field, and I have not found the other antler, so more than likely it's over here in these trees somewhere. But I will be keeping my eye out throughout the year as I go through this field, because that is one that will definitely do some damage on a tire. Okay, on to the next field. Well, gosh dang it, I think I ran out. Yup, she's empty. And I've still got about 3 acres left in this field to finish. You know, I had it set according to the chart, but I don't think the density was right. The density that they gave me, I don't think it was right, because normally these spreaders with the GPS, it's pretty darn accurate, and I had it set so I had enough to do all of this. But, well, you win some, you lose some. At least the deer antler didn't go in the tire, so I won that one, but I lost the battle as far as enough fertilizer to go on here. Oh well, it's only 3 acres. Okay, let me add this to the collection here. I think, well, I still think this is the bigger one. You know, this one here, the points are nicer on it, but the girth isn't quite there versus that one. Well, I don't know. If I had a good scale, I could weigh those and I'd tell you which one was the bigger one. You know what I need? I need the wind to stop blowing. I need a cookie. Let's go over here and get a cookie. I need some water as well. Water. Oh yeah. I've already had a couple of them today. Let's grab 2 more. Yum yum. Okay, I should not talk with my mouth full. Let me get here out of the wind. So now what I've got to do, I'm taking this tractor down to the barn. I've got to take snowplow off of the 7140 because I've got a boat to move tomorrow. We're only moving 1 boat tomorrow, not all 3 of them. So let me go down and get the plow off of that tractor, check all the air pressure in the tires, make sure it's good to go for a boat moving project tomorrow. I guess while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and take both plows off. I think I'll take this one off first, so it's kind of in the middle, and I'll take that one off last. That was easy. And of course, I did not have the camera on for starting this thing. The cold start, you know, it hasn't been run since February 8th, I think the day before I went on vacation. And here it is, March 20th, and it started just like it was supposed to. Now let's see if this one will start like it's supposed to. Just like that. I tell you, these Magnums, you can't beat them for starting. Okay, let's go take this plow off. was easy. All right, tire pressure is good in all the tires, so I think she's ready to take a boat tomorrow and put it in the water. Let's get an update over here on Farmer's Daughter's Ram 350. Oh, we got a bunch of tools out here on the bed. I see an oil pan over there. Okay, looks like she's got a coupling in that line and fixed the hole there. I don't see the gasket yet for the fuel tank. I do see some jack stands under there. She had a friend, I think, change the oil pan gasket for her. Yeah, right there, gaskets. So I think what he had to do was take the motor mounts off so he could lift that motor up in order to get to that oil pan gasket. So I think he said he got that changed. Oh yeah, and I think in the process they decided to get some new motor mounts for it. So I think that's what she's waiting on now. Motor mounts, oil filter here. They got a new oil filter to go in there. I need to tell her she probably shouldn't put that oil filter on. We sell Fram at the store, but that's not a good oil filter. I found out many years ago, probably 20 years ago, I had what did we have? We had a Chevy Impala, a 2000 Chevy Impala, and I don't know, less than 50,000 miles. It was starting to tick a little bit, and I, stayed up to date on the oil changes. So I went to our local mechanic at the time that, worked on everything we had, and I said, "This is what I got." He said, "What kind of oil filter are you using?" I said, "Fram." He said, "There's your issue right there." He said, "Go get a Napa oil filter, put on there. It'll get rid of that tick." Sure enough, put that Napa oil filter on, used it ever since, and never had any more tick in that car. So that taught me right then and there, don't buy these Fram filters that we sell at the hardware store. I go to Napa each time and get a filter. Yeah, for a truck this age, yeah, she better get a good filter. So I'll let her know to go to Napa, get a good filter to put on there. Okay, so what the hell? Oh, I think those are the coveralls from the mechanic that was crawling under here working on this truck. Okay, I guess, oh, he hasn't taken that out yet because I guess waiting on the motor mounts. So we may have to lift it up a little bit to get it in place. Okay. All right, well, there, we've got an update on that. Okay, the only thing I'm waiting on now, I haven't gotten a call yet, but the fertilizer dealer told me this morning my nitrogen was coming down today, but the truck driver hasn't called me to let me know he's on his way. I'm usually the second load of the day. It's coming out of Baltimore, I believe. I'm 2.5 hours away from Baltimore, so they usually deliver one load in the morning somewhere closer to Baltimore. Then I'm usually the last load of the day. So it is, what time is it? 3:30. Hopefully he'll call in the next hour or so. I don't have to be here for him to unload it, but I do want to show him how to get in here and where it's got to go. We don't always have the same driver coming in here, so I want to make sure they get it in the right tank. Since, we have these two above ground tanks, not everybody knows that tank, the tank underground there, and that's where I'm putting it. So I will wait around here a little bit, try to get into something else while I'm waiting for him. My nitrogen tanker should be pulling in here in the next 5 minutes or so. He called me about an hour ago, told me where he was, so that was about an hour away. So unless he needed to stop and get fuel or something to eat, he should be here soon. And there we go. He's empty. So I'm headed home. It's adult beverage time. So I'm going to say, see ya.